So in the business world today, you hear two terms thrown around all the time: data science and data analytics. Now, a lot of people use them like they're the same thing, but they're not. So today, we're going to crack the code on what they are, what they actually do, and why that difference really, really matters.
Okay, let's start with a reality that we're all living in. We are just swimming in an ocean of data. I mean, every single day, businesses are collecting this absolutely mind-boggling amount of information about, well, everything. Their customers, their operations, their markets, you name it.
But here's the thing, right? The real challenge isn't just grabbing all that data. It's figuring out what it all means. And that is exactly where data science and data analytics come into play. You've probably heard these terms used as if they're interchangeable, but they are critically different. So let's break it down.
First up, let's talk about data science. I want you to think about this as the essential groundwork, It's the foundation that everything else gets built on. And, Harvard Business School Online defines it perfectly. Data science is that crucial first step. It's all about taking this raw, messy, chaotic data and turning it into something clean, organized, and useful. Because if you don't get this part right, you end up with that classic problem: garbage in, garbage out. This prep work is what makes any real analysis even possible.
Okay, so once that foundation is solid, we can actually start building the structure on top of it. And that structure, that's data analytics. This is where we take that clean, beautifully structured data and we put it to work. Data analytics is the active process of asking questions, really interrogating the data and pulling out those golden nuggets, the patterns and the insights that let you make smart decisions.
And this slide just lays it out so clearly. On one side, you have data science. It's getting the raw materials ready. On the other side, you have data analytics, which uses those materials to build something meaningful. One is the prep work, the other is the practice. Simple as that.
All right, so what does preparing the data actually look like when a business does it? Let's get into a few real-world examples of data science in action.
For one, data science helps companies sift through just massive amounts of customer data. They can build this really clear picture of who their customers are, what they do, and what they actually want. And that's absolutely fundamental if you want to create better products and services.
It's also an incredible tool for protection. By building machine learning algorithms, data scientists can create systems that spot bank fraud in real time. We're talking about finding tiny anomalies in these huge data sets that a human being would almost certainly miss. Or, just picture a factory floor where machines are generating this constant, massive stream of data. Data science helps companies build algorithms to make sense of all that information, pinpointing tiny little inefficiencies that can add up to major cost savings. So data science totally sets the stage. The foundation is laid, the data is clean, but what do you build on top of it? Well, that's where data analytics comes in, and it's where the really big decisions start to happen. This is where a company takes all that prepared data and uses it to shape its strategy and actively move toward its goals. It's really about turning information into action.
For example, a data analyst can look at a company's past performance, all the revenue, sales, and cost data, to build really reliable forecasts. They can figure out the exact budget needed to hit those future growth targets.
And in marketing, analytics can get incredibly precise. By understanding a key metric like the conversion rate, an analyst can literally tell the marketing team exactly how many leads they need to bring in to keep the sales team busy and hitting their numbers. It also helps businesses learn from the past so they can build better products in the future. By analyzing how customers actually used or maybe didn't use certain features in an old version, analysts can give critical guidance for what the team should build next.
And this is just such a critical point from Professor Janice Hammond. The whole goal of analysis isn't just to spit out a number. It's about asking deeper questions, trying to understand the context, and creating this feedback loop where every single analysis helps you learn more.
But here's the thing. Not all analytics are created equal. In fact, they build on each other in 4 distinct stages, moving from the simple to the super complex. Let's take a look at the blueprint.
I want you to think of this as a ladder. So, at the bottom rung, you have descriptive analytics. That just tells you what happened. Then you climb a step to diagnostic analytics to understand why it happened. Then you go higher to predictive analytics, which forecasts what will happen. And at the very top, that's prescriptive analytics, which actually tells you what you should do about it. It's this amazing journey from hindsight to true foresight.
Okay, so we've defined the terms, we've looked at the applications. But why is understanding this distinction so important for pretty much any professional today, no matter what your job is?
So, the crucial point is this. They are two sides of the same coin. You absolutely need both. You can't build a strong, insightful structure with data analytics if you don't have a clean, solid foundation from data science. To make truly data-driven decisions, you need the whole process, start to finish.
And you know, knowing this difference isn't just for specialists anymore. It's a core part of what we call data literacy, and that is fast becoming an essential skill in every single field. The ability to understand, to interpret, and yes, even to question data. That's what sets successful people apart. Ultimately, understanding all this empowers you. It helps you ask better questions of your teams and really see how your organization can turn all that raw, messy data into its most powerful tool for success. The blueprint is right there. So the real question is, what are you going to build with it?